They sure didn't, Brad. And this is the result of intense lobbying by the Illinois Restaurant Association, long sessions that took place for a good portion of the day yesterday. And now, as you said, these restaurant owners were taken by surprise. We're on the roof deck of a restaurant called Five and Dime in Evanston. It's the largest roof deck on the North Shore. The owners here were so convinced that they wouldn't be opening for another month, they were actually remodeling and making repairs to the deck. Now they're making plans to reopen next week.
We were not expecting to be open through June, so this thing is really good news, but coming out of left field certainly. We're going to end up having to tape off certain tables so that we keep the six foot separation from everyone, but then we will utilize as much as we can.
Right away it would make a big difference to our bottom line, to the revenue that we can take in every day. 15 tables. So that'll be hard to cut that basically into half, but we just have to see how it goes.
Up to now, restaurants have been limited to delivery and carry-out service, and that has sent the industry reeling. Sales are down 80% throughout the state. There are about 26,000 restaurants in the state of Illinois. 20%, or about 5,200, are in danger of not reopening or going out of business permanently. Now, the exact particulars of outdoor dining are still forthcoming. The governor's office is still about to offer a little bit of clarity in the days ahead, but we do know this: tables will have to be 6 feet apart, sidewalks cannot be blocked, and that staff members will have to wear masks. However, there's the question, will customers have to wear masks when they're not eating or drinking? That should come in that clarity that's coming from the governor's office in the days ahead, as he promised at today's press conference. Look, this is not going to solve all the problems for Illinois' restaurant industry, but at least it will provide some relief.
Yeah, absolutely, Vince. And those rules that you mentioned are kind of the outer limits. Can individual municipalities scale back, recalibrate per what they're seeing hyper locally?
Yes, they have the power to do so, Brad, and the governor alluded to that today. As we heard from the city today, they're evaluating this. They are promising their version of what this next opening up will look like shortly. But there are some questions that need to be answered. For example, in the city of Chicago, if you want to have outdoor dining, you have to pay a fee for a permit. Could that fee be waived if you don't normally have outdoor dining space, but you want to try to make some extra money? That's one of the questions out there. And other communities are also trying to be even a bit more proactive. In the city of Arlington Heights, they're planning to shut down several streets so that restaurants there can spread their tables out into the streets. And here in Evanston, where we are right now, the city is considering a similar measure.
Yeah, a lot of talk about that, even parking lots. We'll have to see and stay tuned to that. Vince Gerasole, thank you tonight.